Hello class, welcome to Ethics for Spring 2021. So this class is also known as Philosophy 112-001 Ethics for Spring 2021. My name is Aurelio Madrid, and right now I'm just walking you basically through some of the setup points as far as how to get going with the class. So right off the top, we have the announcement page, which is what this is. So this is where we'll find our announcements, which will include our assignments as we progress through the week. Okay, and so right now I have our first announcement here, welcoming you to class and giving you instructions as to what to do. So I'll talk about that as we progress. So here we also have an introduction to what is ethics and a short video that I've produced on the very topic as well. And right here, screencast uploaded ASAP is where you'll find the screencast that I'm producing at this moment. Okay, so that's our announcements page. And again, that's where we'll usually find what to do as we progress through the class. Okay, so then let's go ahead and turn to course materials. So course materials, you have, if you look here, there's a content page, and this content page will take you here. So here is where you'll find the syllabus. So let's go ahead and open the syllabus up and look at that really quick. Okay, so here we are. Let's go ahead and increase the size here. Okay, so this is the syllabus for ethics class, Philosophy 112-001, Spring 2021. Let's see. So our meeting times will be 2:30 p.m. to 3:45 p.m. on Monday. And so the way this class is working, this will be also the time that we'll have our Zoom meetings, okay? And so Mondays will also be the point at which not only we have our Zoom meetings, but it will usually be the day that we have work too, and that work will be due at 11:30 p.m. on Mondays, okay? So that's kind of just our meeting day and also the day that work will be due. I think that might change on some of the last days of the semester, but we'll see. So my name is Aurelio Madrid. You are welcome to contact me via my cell phone and email me via D2L. And I'll show you what that is in just a second, okay? Then there are some contact points here. Basically, you know, we're meeting online, and easiest place to really get to me is by way of this email, because I'm always checking emails. Now, I might not be able to get to you right away, but I do try to get to you within 24-hour period, okay? I think some details on the department contacts will change, so see that changing in the next couple days. I haven't quite changed it yet to update some of the folks to get in contact with if you need to. Then we have, again, what is ethics? So we've already, we'll be covering that. Then here, these are really just inserts here to get a general idea of what this class is about as far as how it's understood at the state level. Okay, so that's what all of this fine print is here, okay? How the state understands this class and therefore how you will access this class. So moving on, we have our points breakdown. And so you will be receiving points for your participation, and participation will be your Zoom meetings. So in other words, we'll have 14 Zoomings at 18 points each. So in other words, each meeting is worth 18 points, and that will be weekly. So then with our weekly discussion and assignments, so know that at the very beginning here, I'm going to have you be doing both discussion and an assignment. But usually I'll be having you do either a discussion or an assignment, okay? But that we'll have 10 of these, and those will be worth 25 points each, okay? Then with our short essays, those will be worth 82 points each, and a third essay will be worth 84 points. The reason why I had to have those difference of points is because I wanted to make the 1,000 points, and that was the way that had to be divided, okay? Then we also have 2 exams, so a midterm and a final, and each one of those is worth 125 points, okay? So then, and so here's a points breakdown here. Late policy. Makeup work, etc. will only be accepted in our submission folder or our discussion submission folders, etc. So all I'm pointing out there is that if you have late work, just submit it to the assignment that it is late for. Do not email it to me. Okay, I won't accept it via email. I'll just send you an email indicating please submit this in the folder that it was assigned for. Okay, and I will get to it. And not only that, there will also be an automatic 20% point reduction taken off of any late work. Okay, so any late work will have a 20% reduction taken off from there, and we'll take it from there. Then as far as attendance and participation, this is fairly simple. Basically, your attendance will be accounted for by way of our Zoom meetings, and then also we'll take it from there. So I think that, let's see. I'm just looking over this to make sure I'm not, so this is really just some fine points on what accounts for attendance. I think this was written before our Zoom meetings, but our Zoom meetings will suffice as being our participation. Okay. Here's a please note section that I'd like you to look at. So in other words, we are wanting to be civilized and respectful of others' opinions. So know that sometimes we'll verge into controversial topics. So that's a point to take into consideration. So I expect mature and respectful conversations when we are in our Zoom meetings, and likewise in our discussion forums, etc. Okay. Then also, let's see. So this point here is crucial. Doing the work of philosophy is active. Good thinking is itself good work. Taking the time to do philosophy means reading it, practicing it out loud, putting it on paper. So this point on reading it here is really important because I assign readings throughout the semester, and I expect you to use those readings in an in-depth way. Okay, and that will be specified as we continue. But remember that even though I have my videos and my instructions up, I still am expecting you to read the content that I have posted with the weekly work. Okay, so how to come to class prepared. So again, here is more points on the reading. In other words, I see that reading is central to your success in this class. Okay, so do not attempt to work on assignments or discussions without having done the reading. Okay, then let's see how you can use D2L. This is where you'll find the class. This is pretty obvious. all this stuff, how you can get. So let's see, email me if you need help outside the class or simply want to talk. So you can email me. Sometimes students have just pointed out that they want to talk on Zoom after we've Zoomed. I could do that too. So, but you have to be able to ask, okay? So, and also emailing me. Okay, so asking for help is really the one way that you could get help. But then also when you're asking for help, you need to specify exactly what you need help with. Because sometimes I'll have students that email me that they need help with a particular subject, but they're not specifying what they need help with. Because then I'll just send you an email asking you, well, you're going to have to specify what you need help with. It can't just be, well, I'm confused about this. It needs to be a very specific way in which you ask, how is it, you need to specify what you're confused with, okay? So academic honesty, so this can be a problem as well. In other words, issues of plagiarism. So know that when you're doing work, I will often have what's called a Turnitin software turned on that will indicate that you are using your own words. So it's really important when you're writing to use your own words. Okay, so that's what this point is, and know that I will not. This is. I will. It's really easy to tell when students are plagiarizing. Okay, and so that could stand for either receiving 0 or a very reduced score. Depends how egregious the plagiarism is. Then technical difficulties. So here, sometimes with these online classes, students will try to use the technical difficulties as an excuse to not turn in work. Well, know that that's not really an excuse, okay? In other words, you should be able to take care of this by any technical difficulties you have with the website by calling or contacting the IT department and taking it from there. But I do not see it as an excuse for not doing work, okay? So then let's see. These are more just fine print on what we're doing here, rights and responsibilities, etc. Okay, and then so moving on, these are important dates that we need to keep track of, and here is our schedule. Okay, so let's go ahead and get out of this mode. And okay, so it looks like I ran out of time, so I will carry this screencast over to part 2, and we'll continue looking through the class as we get started. All right, thank you.